Well now, here we go. Time to go find Archon McDouchington, because I guess that's our only option left. That's weird to think about, right? Finish line may be incoming, or unless it still unlocks 17 new planets, and secretly there's an entire sequel hiding behind the Archon. The Archon, the most unmemorable and uninteresting villain in Mass Effect history so far. Maybe there's a bunch of characterization backloaded in the game, but so far, like, I literally can't remember him being in a single scene of the entire game.
A lot of Catcom chatter.
Aside from that first one.
Stealth, Callow. No sense picking a fight just yet.
Like, maybe I've been forgetting something because the game's just so long, but I don't remember this dude being any cutscene besides that one time where my dad died, and he was like, and then he like stood next to a hologram of my dad being all like, "Why doesn't it work for me?" And honestly, he had like Disney eyes and looked sad, so I was like, oh, maybe he's a little sympathetic. Because at that point, the Ket weren't established as being a universally evil group. I was still holding out hope. Because, you know, because this is Mass Effect, that, like, the enemy would be, like, an intricate and interesting foe that has, like, maybe ideologically different, or maybe we're fighting in a misunderstanding, but, like, maybe we don't have to be inherently against each other forever, period. Because that's how a lot of the villains have turned out to be in Mass Effect, when they give the Geth eventually their redemption of sorts, and you find out, like there's at least a chance of that. It's not always the case. Freaking collectors aren't gonna become friendly at some point. But there's like... There's a non-constant state of evilness of the enemies, usually. Collectors used to be normal people, and they were turned evil. Isn't that they were basically zombies that could be controlled by a hive mind that hates you. Which is part of the whole thing where the Reapers, of course, are not going to change minds. But Geth were actually a particular group that was being controlled. That's a smaller part of a larger group that is not like that. And like Cerberus is fucking human. Like they were on your team for an entire game technically, but also like you have squad members that are ex-Cerberus because it's just a group brought together by an ideology, and maybe their leader's nuts, but that doesn't mean everyone in the entire group is universally on term with that. But we've never met a single friendly Ket. We've never really been able to talk to Ket, really. There was that one that was being interrogated on that one planet that was begging to die. And then there was the one that I encountered on the prison planet that was like, "We're gonna defeat you," and I'm like, "I shot you," and then they were dead. That was like the only one we've been able to interact with so far, and they're gone. So like, if you compare him to Saren, which, as talking about villains that are all over the place, like that's a character you can convince that he's completely... You can actually convince that enemy that he's in the wrong, and he will side with you at the last second, and that doesn't work out very well, but still, like, that's a thing that happens. But, like, Saren was set up as a villain over the course of the entire game, and I have been playing this game for, like, 60 hours now, and who the fuck is the Archon? Or as villains, primary driving force of the entire story of the game. I don't know, man. Even Corypheus had more screen time than this, and every time you were on screen with Corypheus, he was in the process of probably killing everyone at a settlement that you own, or something horrible like that. Oh, I thought it said Vicarian for a second there. Archon's ship. Wait, no, what? That can't be the Archon flagship. No, that's... Okay, that's the Solarian flagship. Okay. Yeah. Okay, Verikan. Okay, so the highlight is on this part, but they're talking about this. This is apparently the flagship of the Archon. I was gonna say, like, that can't be the Archon flagship, because it's clearly an Ark. Okay, so... Ship name is the Verikan. Crew unknown. Ket flagship. Heavy armaments detected. Ark Parchero in proximity. Analysis. The Archon's flagship, Verikan, appears to be operating normally, and is unaware of the Tempest's presence. However, the Solarian vessel Ark Parchero has been captured and is tethered to the Ket ship. Sensors show no signs of damage to the Ark. Its power levels are still on standby. Who should we take on the Solarian Ark? Probably should have upgraded my weapons. We'll be fine. I crafted new weapons, didn't I? Or my new weapon is rank... Yeah, my new rifle's rank 6. That's something to start with. Who should I go with for the anti-Ket, saving the Solarians and all that? I don't know. I'm kind of just I've kind of just been drawn to using Drac and PB because they're the stronger the stronger personalities of the group. Let's maybe take Jal on the anti-Ket mission. It's probably a time worth bringing them along. Maybe it's a time to sub someone else in because I've used Drac and PB for like the last maybe 5 to 10 hours or something. Let's do Vetra and Jal. I just find Korra so boring. I just don't care about Korra at all ever since we took care of her loyalty mission where she was exposed as being kind of a weebo for Dasari culture, essentially, but otherwise not having a lot of interesting character traits besides the transplant element of her. She's a cultural transplant, and that's like where her personality stops and starts.
It's true then. We found the Solarian Ark.
Sam, tactical. It looks like the Archon captured it. The ships are tethered.
What can we do?
I'm working on it. Sam, connect me to the Moshai.
On screen.
Ryder, it's good to see you again.
We've located the Archon's ship. It's more complicated than we thought, so I wanted to make sure we knew what we were looking for.
It was a large remnant relic depicting Meridian. It's in his private chamber. His sanctum, he called it. He's very proud of that relic.
Right up until we steal it.
The Archon isn't to be trifled with. He has no regard for the sanctity of life, not as we know it. Be confident, Ryder, but be cautious.
I understand. Thank you for your help, Moshai.
Of course. I wish you well.
Okay, we play this right. Not only do we get away with the relic, we save the Solarians. I say we get onto the Ark, assess the situation, then sneak onto the Ket ship through the tether.
A feasible approach. Currently, Ark Pachero is on standby. Only its stasis facilities are online.
What about the Solarians?
Unknown.
You heard the Moshai. The Archon's capable of anything.
If he's done anything to those Solarians, he'll find out what we can do.
Ryder? Whatever you need. Those are my people.
We'll get them back. Now let's make this one count.
Just to point out real quick, what a weird dialogue option to have available to me. We respect our opponent. Who would pick that? They're holding tens of thousands of Solarians hostage while trying to exterminate all life that isn't theirs or indoctrinate into the... No! This isn't an honorable duel with some Krogan battlemaster. What the fuck? What kind of dialogue option was that?
So far, no unusual activity from the Ket ship.
Let's hope it stays that way.
Pathfinder, if you access a terminal, I can assess the situation. Accessing Ark Pachero's internal systems. A moment. Additional data encryption has been added.
That's not regulation. Did the Solarians do that?
It appears so. It's a cryptography key associated with their intelligence services. I have unlocked it.
At present, Ark Parchero has arrived in the Helios cluster. Location of Nexus is unknown.
This is Captain Hager of Ark Pachero. If you are receiving this message, hostile aliens have captured our ship. Please look for our Pathfinder, Zevon Raeka. Situation urgent.
Well, there we go. We need to find them.
Overriding bulkhead door.
Overriding, but not opening.
How does the ship look, Sam?
Some Ket infrastructure has been added, but the Ark systems are operational.
So it's flight ready?
Yes.
Are you thinking of? Easiest way to save everyone is to take the whole Ark with us.
Easy isn't what I'd call it.
If the right Solarians are still on board, this might work.
No signs of fighting or struggle.
This Solarian shows no vital signs. It appears the Ket have been offloading pods and equipment from the Ark.
No good will come of that.
Here we go.
What do their records say about the Solarian, Sam?
The patient is deceased. He is identified as Pathfinder 7 Raeka.
Another Pathfinder down. We can't keep losing good people.
Agreed. However, initiative records indicate Pathfinder Raeka is female. This patient is male.
What?
Oh.
Then who is this really?
Unknown. If you scan him, I can obtain a DNA signature. DNA signature obtained. If you locate a sequencer, I can confirm his identity.
That's interesting. A little fake out. Because so far, every single Pathfinder has died. All of them. It would be weird if the Solarian one died too. That would be a 100% failure rate, where literally every chosen Pathfinder for the entire mission across several different ships all managed to die independently of each other 4 times. That would be extreme. It's already happened 3 times. We just confirmed that the, what are they called? Turian one just died. The Asaria one was the first one we found out died, and it was partly because of their second in command. And then, of course, our father dying is the first thing that happens in this game, which our character is rather unfazed by forever. But cease hostilities. By agreement of the Ark's senior leadership, cease all defensive operations against alien vessels. The risk of catastrophic damage of the Ark and colonists is too high. Oh, by the way, if you hear any weird booms or whatever, it's 4th of July. It's not really like active fireworks time right now, but it's like a 24-hour period where at any time a boom can just happen, and a few have already happened. I'm like, God damn it, I'm trying to do a job.
The DNA of the deceased Solarian matches colonist Jex Arlen.
So they switched them, trying to hide their Pathfinder. Let's check this colonist's stasis pod, see if anyone's there.
I've marked the pod row.
Leave it to the Solarians to pull a sneaky maneuver like that.
That's weirdly racist. Leave it to the Solarians. They picked it up from those human Jew overlords.
I'd like to think they got away before the Ket showed up.
This isn't Jex Arlen. This isn't the pod we're looking for.
Can you mark the correct one, please?
This is the deceased Solarian's pod. Yet I detect a female Solarian inside.
I think we found their Pathfinder. Let's get her out.
You need to access stasis controls to revive her.
Oh, there it is.
Hey there, take it slow.
No need. I'm fine. Solarian stasis recovery is almost immediate. Who are you?
Ryder, Pathfinder for the human Ark.
Where's Alec?
He didn't make it.
Oh, this is madness. Stasis was a mistake. I should never have agreed to it.
What's bothering you?
A leader leads. She doesn't go to sleep. A hostile species, an armada, set upon us. Our captain saw no choice but surrender. Said we'd live to fight another day. He convinced me to hide in the general population and to dismantle my SAM so we wouldn't fall into enemy hands. But we're still in their grasp, I see.
We have come to liberate you.
We're heading into the Ket vessel to gather intelligence. Wake up a flight crew and ready the Ark for escape. On my signal.
That'll be no trouble. And then I'll work on freeing the Ark, so you can focus on your objective.
Do what you can, but stay quiet. We don't want to alert the enemy.
Yes, of course.
I'm keying you into our comms. We'll stay in touch.
Hello, Pathfinder Raeka.
Ah, a SAM in my head again. I'm back in the game. We'll be ready, Ryder.
Tempest, we're in the tether, going across to the Ket ship now.
So far, there are no indications they're aware of your presence. Good luck, Pathfinder.
Okay, we keep this quick and quiet and they'll never notice.
They dismantled Sam. Does that mean that there literally isn't a Solarian Sam now, or she just doesn't have access to it until they put it back together or something? Because if there's no Sam, I think that makes her functionally not a Pathfinder. She's just an not elected, but she's just an appointed leadership character as opposed to an actual Pathfinder without Sam, I think.
I think they noticed.
That's fine. They notice all the time, and guess how often that works out for them. Ow, I'm gonna die. Bad example. Really expecting the lance to hit that guy, and instead it kind of weirdly bounced somewhere. Oh, hi Vetra. Don't ignore that. This wasn't supposed to happen.
The Moshai sends her regards.
I'm just gonna have to ask you to float around for a bit while I recharge. Hi. There we go. That always feels good. It continues to be great news that apparently all of our ammo is completely compatible with them.
What do we do now?
If you locate a terminal, I may be able to analyze their systems.
Door's locked over here.
In hindsight, it may have been a bad idea to tell the cat about Pathfinders even existing. Because it necessitates this situation where you need to hide a Pathfinder in the first place. A weird special role that isn't even like, they're not captain, they're not initiative leader, but they're like another thing? The cat would probably be better off not knowing about.
Ship's systems now. I have located the Archon's private chamber.
Is the Archon in his quarters?
That information is not accessible. Only the room's location.
What's their security situation look like?
An alert was issued, but I have countermanded it. The delay is only temporary.
Right, we need to hurry. The Moshai said the relic would be in his chamber. Let's get there.
Ryder,
I thought you were on the Ark.
too many of our people are missing.
If we don't find them now, we never will.
This is Hager, captain of our Ark. We'll focus on the rescue while you push ahead.
A secondary route is available, marking nav point.
We'll help you get on your way.
These guys startled the shit out of me.
Let's move.
I knew the voice acting was there, but I didn't realize they were right here.
And all I've ever done
Ryder,
is pilot
if you
ships.
access the
That
terminal,
doesn't
I
mean
can
I just
override the
roll
door.
over and die. We can do this.
Captain Hager is right. Our people need us. We have to answer the call. I used to repair FTL drives on Sirkesh. I could probably rig up some surprises for the Ket. Good.
You used her again? Her voice is so distinct. She's the leader of the entire initiative. They used... I could rig up some devices for the cat. I don't know, I can't do her voice or anything, but like, yeah, it's the same. She plays the leader of the initiative, and then she plays the leader of the Krogans, and now she's here as that person that just talked.
We'll try this way to look for our people.
I'm sorry we can't help you, but we have our own mission.
Good luck, Pathfinder.
You too, Pathfinder. Okay, Sam, the relic. Still got a lead on it?
Marking the route to the Archon's chamber. You may proceed.
If only it were that easy. 3 of us against a ship full of Ket?
I prefer an open fight. The best will win.
I wonder how many additional voices she did, because it just stands out so much. She doesn't blend, and she doesn't do voices. That's the problem.
Just as long as we're not around when they put it to use.
It's one of those awkward things where they got a Hollywood actor that's from a thing, and then they're like, oh, we'll use you to do some other stuff, but it's like she's not a voice actress, so she can't do other voices. So every single time she crops up in this game, I'm like, oh, it's her again. Because it's the only voice, except now it's slightly Solarian because they pitched it a little bit. Just like how it was pitched down a little bit when she was a Krogan. And now I'm definitely 100% aware of the fact that it's the same voice. I wasn't quite sure before.
Good. They haven't noticed me.
Good, they haven't noticed us. I say it right when I'm doing that.
Exit is on the far side.
That was great.
And a whole lot of kit between us.
Are you still alive? Oh, you are. Please stop being alive.
Ship incoming!
Dropship? That's not fair.
That's not fair. Maybe you should have brought an actual army then instead of 3 people on this mission. If you're concerned about it being unfair. Just an idea.
Careful of the ones up top!
I can see you. Even if you don't think I can. There you go. Ow. Why don't we have a dropship? Because we didn't bring anyone. We brought 3 people. We have a squad of 6 people and we brought 3 of them on this mission again for some reason. Because that's how we do things apparently. So that's why it's not fair, Vetra. I'm not really up for hearing your whining today.
Damn it.
Combo. Everyone dead now?
It's over. That was the last one.
Good. Let's get the hell out of here. Sam!
You're still on course to the Archon's chamber.
I sure hope this relic is everything the Moshai said it was.
She's one of the wisest people I know. We can trust her judgment.
You can trust someone's judgment, that doesn't necessarily make them right forever about what the enemy is going to do. Just means they're like thoughtful. That noise. Oh, that's what their siren. That's what their alarm looks like. Sounds like the voice of the character, that enemy from the. Was it the Ring or the Grudge that was like?
Ryder, this is Pathfinder Raeka. I assume those alarms are because of you.
Yeah, I had a little altercation. And you?
Undetected so far. Still looking for our people. Raeka out.
I think it was the Grudge. I don't think the Ring really made specific sounds. It was just creepy. Hi. Oh.
It's a worker.
Oh. Sorry.
That's the stasis pod he was looking at.
Sorry. I didn't realize you were not a combatant. Not that you guys seem to care, honestly, so maybe I should be stopping you.
It's empty. This pod belonged to Yos Enrex, a member of the Solarian leadership. Also empty. Also a senior member of Arch-Pachero's leadership.
Leadership, huh?
It seems the Ket targeted them, perhaps to sow confusion among the colonists.
I think I would guess that Sos and Rex was that Ket. I bet that Ket got turned into a Solarian, and that was a hint at the idea that maybe they retained some of their past lives or memories a little bit, even if they're confused about it or something, and maybe that's why he was at that stasis pod.
Doesn't account for all the pods. Where are the rest of the Solarians? Are those guns up there?
Confirmed. The offensive armaments of a highly capable warship.
All of them pointed at the Solarian Ark.
That's going to be a problem.
Your route continues on the far.
Shit, the door just locked. I doubt that's an accident.
Look sharp.
They seem very aware of our location.
It's an ambush.
Those tricky bastards, get ready!
So the other squad's dead, right? Like, I get that they have a Pathfinder with them, but the rest of their squad is like, well, that guy was like, I'm a history teacher. Like, how screwed are they?
Fight our way out then.
Cause like the game sets us up as being like super mega ultra guys that are the coolest guys that are ever, we're guys ever, period. Like, we're so good at this, oh my god. So like the idea that like, just a history teacher is going to do the same thing, like, their squad's gonna be so dead against an army of Ket. Like, maybe the Pathfinder could pull through, but everyone else is just some people with like, without the proper training or experience or anything.
They're everywhere.
This is looking ugly. We're in trouble here.
We won't last much longer.
So either they're gonna take some, they're either gonna take some route where they literally never encounter a single foe somehow, or They're all gonna be dead except for maybe the Pathfinder. Are they here right now? We're doing Overwatch? If they engage in open combat, and if they turn out to have no deaths... Oh, there we go. If they engage multiple times in open combat and none of them die at all, then it's gonna be like... It will have finally diminished the threat of the Ket as being the equivalent of droids, battle droids from Episode 1, the Phantom Menace, where like they're just made of tissue paper and garbage and useless and non-threatening, and like cartoon aquatic rabbit people can fight them without casualties, basically. Boing. That was a bad idea. That's not how this works. Okay, I'm gonna die now. Oh, there's no barrier there. Great. Great news. Wait, where'd he go? Ah! Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Oh, hi there. Oh, bye there. Oh, yeah, hit that thing. Oh, where'd he go? Hey, how you doing? I don't suppose they could have added, like, a teleportation animation so it looked like he was teleporting and not, like, literally despawning. Oh, crap, I'm out of assault rifle ammo. That's not great news. Well, that looked like it hurt, probably. Is he still there? Where'd he go? There you are. Hi. Boing. Is he dead yet? Or like outside of bounds or something at least? Nope. But I'd try. Come on. Finish him. Is he dead yet? Oh, no. Not quite. You can't catch me. There we go.
That was the last one.
Level 51.
If Raeka's team hadn't come by...
We owe them.
Yeah. Now what do we do about getting out of here?
I have located a new path to the Archon's chamber.
Here we go. Think everything's good now. Yeah, actually ran out of ammo for a bit there. Whoops. Bump up combat a bit more. Pistols. Pistol damage. Oh, right. That's the one. Let's do weak point damage when using the aim function. Maybe? Yeah. And now I guess we start just putting points down, right? If I was gonna try one of these skills, what would I try? Because at this point, like, I am getting enough points that I could potentially actually activate it. It wouldn't be that completely crazy. The barricade is an actual barricade that I put out. I'm not super into that idea. Temporarily vents weapon heat via armor to improve thermal clip efficiency and boost weapon firing rates. So bonus damage, firing bonus, clip bonus, duration, iffy. I'm kind of tired of charge. It's good for defensive reasons, but it's just inconsistent on whether or not it's going to work half the time. Definitely tempting to try maybe other combo situations. Maybe even another primer when Singularity is not ready. Trip mine. Don't think I want to place a mine necessary. Ooh. So Omni Grenade could be interesting. Throws a grenade that causes massive area damage after a 2-second fuse, or shortens the grenade's fuse timer before throwing, and the grenade will explode. Oh, so it's just how grenades work, actually. That Let's see. Oh, but you have a limited grenade capacity because you have to worry about how many grenades you have at a time. Flak cannon fires a Krogan-designed shell that bursts into shrapnel upon impact. Shrapnel damage reduced against armored enemies, but still shrapnel. Activation requires no 1 power cell from flak cannon's limited power supply. So you have to worry about a lot of supplies for these items. Interesting. So you either pick one of the handful that don't have a capacity, or you start going into the capacity issues. Is mine also? Yep. Black, Trip, and Omni all require power cells. Is that what combat tools does? Does it give you bonus power cells? Cover duration. Bonus damage while evade. 100 damage resist while evading. That might be, is that 100% or what? Or just minus 100 damage? These are mostly just detonators and stuff. Interesting. I might just continue using my biotic skills, because the ones I want to use have limited use, whereas my current skills I can just basically spam. But hey, putting more points into stuff in general will make my percentages go higher for damage and whatnot, so I might as well put those points in regardless. You guys have 2 points, so I have to hit level 53, and then I'll max out every single companion. Well, I thought I'd poke around and take a look, but yeah, I don't think I am into the idea of limited capacity skills. I'd be way more into the idea if I could equip more than 3 skills, but this isn't Mass Effect 1. Or 2. Or 3. I haven't talked about it lately, and it's beating a dead horse and all that, but it is really weird that I can't tell my partners to use skills. Like, surely, literally everyone agrees at least, even the people defending this game, that it's weird you can't order your teammates to use their skills, right? Like in all 3 of the other games. Like, if you're gonna say that this game has better combat than the other Mass Effect games, then surely the part where they remove an entire tactical option from the game is bad still. That reduces the extent to which it's truly better. It needs a cover button, a crouch button, and a freaking ability to tell your teammates what to do. That's mandatory.
Over here.
Raeka, what's happening?
Selden's wounds were fatal.
I'm sorry. He was brave.
I can't access this terminal. It's not working.
Ryder, can Sam open this door for us?
Was that the historian character? Okay, so one of them did die. Good. I'm not good, but also good. Like, because I was really worried they were going to completely diminish the threat of the cat, so that history teachers were fighting them with no consequence.
A moment while I override security.
Raeka, we've got a big problem. Did you see those guns back there?
I know. They'll destroy the Ark before we can power up the engines. Unless...
If you've got an idea, let's hear it.
Venro here used to repair FDL drives on private cruisers. Venro, an EMP device?
It might work. If we rig one to detonate near those guns, they'd lose power.
And the Ark would be out of harm's way.
What about your missing people?
I'll keep looking. Captain Hadrian and Venro will focus on the EMP.
A lot of things have to go right for this to work.
That's when Solarians are at our best.
The door is now open.
We'll stay in touch over the radio.
In the meantime, we've got a relic to find. Sam?
Marking the route to the Archon's chambers.
Somewhat tragically, I think it was literally the historian that died.
Infiltrating an enemy ship.
Who already know we're here.
Why take chances?
I wonder if it was a good idea to bring them.
Screw up, but if we don't get the Ark out of here, how many Solarians are left in Andromeda?
Not enough. The whole species is at risk.
I wouldn't want to be the one to break the news to your pilot, Carlo.
Well, the species is at risk here, though, not back at home. Well, we don't know how it is back at home. 600 years, a long time. All the Solarians, Asari, and Turians have been running that whole thing for a long time, to be fair.
Damn, they're doing it again.
Sam?
There is an alternate route. overriding the door now.
I literally knew what door it was gonna be before they told me. Never mind.
To hardening their security, try scanning the access panel. The door is voice activated. I can attempt to modulate your vocal cords to approximate Ket intonation.
Okay.
The system is asking for your authorization. How do you wish to respond?
Gosan, Nuran, Torak, Shura,
Really?
Nokra.
Access denied.
Intruders have been spotted on the ship. We need to secure this area.
Access granted.
Impressive, but also disturbing.
They're unbothered by us speaking English, huh? I'm guessing they're letting us on purpose because they know who we are and they're trying to trap us in the artifact room. This is all a trap.